So we've just finished. We've been out. We've got well, literally one field where it's a poor bit of ground. There is a few rabbits on there, not many, but there is a few rabbits on there, and the farmer asked us to go out. So we've been out tonight. One of the beaters, 1.7 rifle, and we shot 14. We picked 6 up. We left some there that were sort of basically not worth picking up. But as we were picking them up, this thing came out of the hedge. We see the thermal image of it come out of the hedge, and it went straight out, picked a rabbit up, took it out in the middle of the field, started eating it, and that was its last meal. So all in all, a good evening. Technically it's not work, but it's something that I do on here. Every year I hold a charity clay shoot for the National Gamekeepers Organisation, and these two gentlemen here who shoot at Bush Springs have kindly helping me in maintaining the traps. Mike there and Mike there, very experienced in traps. They maintain the traps at Bush Springs. So they're just coming here now. They're going to go through every trap, check it all, make sure everything's working, greased up, the cables are all working. So when we load them back on and we take them up the field for the clay shoot, we know everything will be working. And it's very easy to take them off with one of these rather than hump them off by hand. So another job today is I've got one of the farm blokes to just give us a hand. He's put the topper on and he's just topping the rearing field. We don't do huge amounts of day olds, but we just have an exchange for laying birds that I catch up before the 1st of February. The game farm takes them and I get returns in day old chicks. And over there are the huts that once the rearing field has been cut, we can then move them onto fresh ground. Come back in about an hour's time, hopefully that'll be nice and trimmed. We're on the rearing field and it got cut yesterday. Made a good job of it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think we must have had a kind of sleep. Missed that bit there. But today's job is that we're now going to move the rearing huts. We don't do a lot of rearing on here. We just get a few day olds. When I catch my hen birds up before the season finishes, and I do it every year, and then hold them here for a while, and then the game farm comes and picks them up, and then we get some day olds back. And now the huts that we rear them in. So job today is to take the night shelters down, move them, and then move the huts, line them all up, join them back up together again, and then start getting the huts ready, like washing them out, disinfecting them, and getting stuff in here ready for chicks. Chicks don't come till June, so we've still got plenty of time. That's just the way we do it. I know there's a lot of people out there already got chicks in, but the way we do it on here, that's the time that we get them. Then it all works in quite nicely with the poults, with the arrival of the poults. They're all round about the same age then. So that's the job today. So that's the first hut moved. I've got a couple of guys that come beating that volunteered to come and give me a hand today, and once we all got sort of like knowing what we were doing, we took the roof off the night shelter, took the night shelter down, brought them over here, then we lifted the hut up, put that in position, reattached the night shelter, put the roof back on again. This hut now is ready for me to wash out later on, when I've got all the rest of the huts moved, wash out, disinfect it, get it ready for chicks. Chicks are coming mid-June. We don't have early chicks on here, and the way I've got the run done here, the way the rearing field is, we don't do many day olds, as I've said before, but what it does do, it allows me to move the huts, so all the open runs will be down here, the huts will be here, the open runs will be here, which means when the sun comes up over those trees there, they have probably 3/4 of the day, if not more, where they get sunshine on the runs. So they're out here in the sun, out of the wind, job done. So we're just off for a little bit of lunch, and we'll come back, see if we can get a couple, 3 more pens or sheds moved this afternoon. So that's another good morning there. There's 2 caught here this morning. This trap's been here probably 3 days now, and I caught one the first day that I set it. Left it here because I could hear one calling in the distance, and lo and behold we get 2 this morning, so a good capture. We'll just dispatch the 2 that I've caught, feed and water the one in the decoy side, and then we'll move the trap up the hedge probably another 150, 200 yards and see what we can get up here. Rebel, good girl. Squirrel control is still going on. We still keep getting the odd 1 or 2 now, with help from the dogs. Come on in. Good girl. That's not a very good start. Got a leak at the first joint. So that works. Perhaps it weren't a faulty tap. Wasn't a faulty tap, that's filling up now, so that's good. So far so good now. Not so good, look. A bit of closer inspection. Now one of these little things was missing. Now, that feels better. Right. third time lucky. Right. So all I'm doing here is just soaking the floor and up the walls to get any sort of like crap basically that was in here from last year, all sort of like wet and moist, and then when I come in here tomorrow with the power washer, that'll be a lot easier to get off. So this is just a temporary measure at the moment. Just give them a brief soak, so like I say, all the dust and any sort of crap, and we took all the bulk of it out, but I mean any sort of thing that stuck to the floor, give it a chance to lift up a little bit, and then when I come in here with the power washer and some cleaning fluid and disinfectant, that'll clean it and disinfectant it all at once, and we'll get rid of it and clean it, and then once we've got through that, then it's all ready to start putting stuff in for the birds. That's the main part done. It's just a matter of rinsing it all now, just getting all the bits of like dirt we've got up this side here. A lot of it will soak out, but what I'll have to do with this particular shed is wait till it's all dried, and then just get down with a little brush and dust pan and just sort of sweep it all up and take the last remaining bits out. So all we're doing here really, so I've got like a couple more heaters that I just want to wash, clean, blow out the dust and get ready. These will be spares, just in case the other ones that I've done got ready fail, whatever, because the last thing you want to be doing middle of the night is scrapping around for a heater, whatever. So these will be reserves, but they still need to be cleaned out like I've done the other ones. So first of all, get the airline. I just blow out in here and blow all the crap out. So this one is I think this is an SA8, which is a lot bigger than that one. Same principle though, and I've got this one just in case one of the big Maywick heaters goes down, because they're in a bigger shed, they want more heat. So I've just got this one, but same principles. So now we've washed them all and cleaned them and cleaned the pipe and checked all the pipe and all the Jubilee clips, so everything's all tight. Now bringing them up here, and I'm just going to test them now. So I've got one here connected to a gas bottle regulator. That's on 4, and then so we'll turn that on there. I've got one of these. Hang on, I've got to turn it on first. So turn it on. Right. We'll have one of them. So hear the gas coming through. You can hear that roaring now, so that's obviously lit, which is a good sign. So that's running. I'll just turn that down to 3. It's still running. So what I'll do now is I'll just connect another regulator to this pipe. Make sure you put the Jubilee clip on the pipe first. Nothing more infuriating than struggling to get it all connected up to the regulator, then realise you've got to take it off again because you forgot to put the Jubilee clip on. That's on there. So that's just the regulator. You can, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's got settings from 1 to 10. Obviously 10 will be the hottest, 1 will be the coldest. That's there like that, so put that there. That's tight. So that's been running now for about 5-10 minutes, so quite happy that that's all in working order. So we'll turn that off. So the gas is off. If it wasn't off, that'd be whooshing out there by now. So gas is definitely off. Just remember, they do get warm, and I've just really remembered it. So that one there, that's done. Put that one there. Then get the next one. So we'll just put the next one on. So this one does the same job, but it's a Maywick heater, where the other ones are what they call SA4s. This one I put in the bigger shed that we've got on the rear field, because that seems to generate a lot more heat, because we've got this big sort of flying saucer shaped dome on the top. It presses the heat out a lot more, a lot bigger. So this one goes into the bigger shed on the rear field. They're good heaters. I've just got this one, like I say, for the big shed basically. So. Just on the way home now, I just call round, just to see what's happened here. About literally a week ago, there's no way would I ever been able to do that with these clods. But thankfully we've at last had some rain, and my job tomorrow now will definitely get on the tractor, get the drill out, fill it up with maize, and get in here and drill these bits and get them sorted out. Well, the big day has finally arrived after, God knows, seemed like months and months of drought. And we finally had a good rain. Well, the last sort of 3 or 4 days we had a nice rain. I checked it last night and we're off drilling the game covers. So I've just literally filled the drill up with maize. That's all I use on the actual game covers. We're going to drill the maize today, tomorrow, get that done. Wild bird covers, because of the wind, it can't get sprayed till Saturday. The wind is supposed to drop on Saturday, so they're going to get sprayed Saturday to kill off all the weeds, thistles and God knows what that's in there. And then I'll be looking to go back out and drill the wild bird covers next week, suitable time and where the conditions allow. So we'll just shut this down and we'll head off. Anyway, I'll just put the rest of the maize on. See you later. So that's another piece done. This is called John's Hill, this particular block. As you can see, it's quite a lot of rubbish in here, mainly thistles. What we would normally do is that when we decide that I'm going to go drilling, sort of work with the farmer, and bits like this, he'd normally come along perhaps a week before we drill and spray it with Roundup. Well, with the weather that we've had, he hadn't been able to do that, and also this week leading up to it, although it's been dry, we've had a bit of rain and it's been dry, it's been too windy. So what's going to happen here is I've drilled this bit, this is Friday, and the wind is supposed to drop tomorrow, Saturday, and he's going to come out tomorrow and spray it. Because I've only just drilled the maize, it's not going to affect the maize because it's covered with dirt, but hopefully it'll take all this mainly thistles out, and the bit that I've left is going to go in with a wild bird mix. So once we've sprayed it and these thistles start to die off, one day next week we're going to come in here, finish it off by drilling the bird mix. So we've got 12 metres of maize, I think it's 20 metres of wild bird cover. So that's what it looks like it is at the moment. Just folded the drill up, our modern drill, and we're off to the next bit, which is over the road there. So when I said about spraying, the problem is with the wild bird plots that we've got, that we're drilling, is once they're drilled, you can't spray the ground because it'll take a certain amount of the seeds out. Some seeds will be okay, some seeds won't. So we can't spray it when it's drilled. So we try and do the best before we actually drill it. Now, when I said about being sprayed, we couldn't spray it last week, so this is what we're up against. So here, if you can see that was sprayed on Saturday, so hopefully that's all copped it, but that's what we're up against if we don't spray. And that's just a typical, like, one clod of dirt that's just absolutely full of seeds and weeds. I think that's fat hen. The bulk of that in there is fat hen. So hopefully by spraying it on Saturday, we've killed that. I mean, if you can sit here or stand here and look, there's just a layer of green just coming through. So hopefully we've killed all that. We can spray in it, and that'll be, you know, that will hopefully stop. There's all bits here, look, just a mass of green shoots, which hopefully would have copped a lot of spray Saturday. So that's on the way to dying. That just gives us a little bit more of a cleaner seed bed. Hopefully what we actually plant will be able to come through and go through to the shoot season. So anyway, we'll jump on, we'll finish this last little bit, then we'll take the drill down the farm, check it over. I know that there's one of the marking harrows is broke, so I've got to replace that. There's another one, coulters on the actual drill itself is broke. So then we'll replace all of them, put it in the barn, all fit and ready to go next year. So when next year comes, we just hook it up, check it over, and off we go. So we're back down the farm, finished all the drilling that I've got to do, and we're now just going to get the drill sort of cleaned up, repair any breakages, which we have a couple of tines that are snapped off. One is the marker, so we've got a new one there to put on. We've got R2D2 to give me a hand when it comes to hoovering out the rest of the corn that's left in the hoppers. And we have that one, that tine now, that coulter there has got to be repaired. So I'll just get crack on with it and get it all cleaned out. So we're just far up R2D2. So we've got chicks coming, and as every keeper that rears a few knows, washing equipment is very vital. Make sure everything's real clean, sterile. So this is the job for today. All these bits and pieces I've got in here, chick trays, I use them as chick trays. I've got drinkers here. So these will all be used for the first week of having birds in the sheds. And then we switch them on to automatic drinkers, the red ones there. We've got a few more that we've got to do. The pipes all there got to be cleaned, and some more black feed trays there. So, but this all just comes very natural for me. I'm like this in the house, in the sink, doing all the washing up. So it's just second nature. So I'll crack on, get all this done, and move on to the next job. Well, that's all the most of what I need to get the birds started for the first week or so. Good old wash, good soak, and then we'll take it up to the sheds tomorrow. I've just released another video on Geoff Garrod shooting. The National Gamekeepers Organisation held its annual Golden Pheasant Clay Shoot. This year it was held at the East of England Clayground, and the course was set by John Lee. Please click on the link, watch it, then press like and subscribe, and if you could, please share it. Thank you.